Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, located in the U.S. in Central Maryland. So I'm popping on today to showcase a beautiful gallery. It's a new paper in the annual catalog. I've made a fun fold that's super easy and quick to make and works beautifully with this paper. So let's jump in. I'm going to turn the camera around. If you get sick, you should look away because the camera is moving now. There we go. Oh, and I know my camera has been having issues with drift, so I will keep an eye on that. Oop, let me see. Here, we're going to turn that camera around. Try it again. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's going to work. So, let's see. There we are. And this card, because the paper, it features so prominently on it, there's very little stamping that I've done. So let me do this and let me do that. There we go. And I'm going to pull my mat down so you can see who I am. And is this far enough? Yeah, Terry Stewart, Stamping is Fun. And you can check out my blog spot. My blog on blogspot.com, and YouTube if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube. Hey, like and subscribe so you can see more fun projects that I plan to bring you. So, Unbounded Love. This is actually not in the new catalog. This set is on the online exclusive. It was in the catalog last year, but I'm glad it stuck around because of all the fabulous sentiments. You have the happy birthday, and that's gotten quite a use here. I've also done some of these best of luck, feel better soon. The one we're going to do today is with sympathy. Let me show you the card that I'm going to be making. And it features that beautiful gallery paper. It's a fun fold, so it's simple. And you can see that it showcases this paper, so it's the scenery that just continues from one panel to the next. Just gorgeous. So let me set my stamp set aside and bring in the paper so you can see this. It is called the Beautiful Gallery. It's 6 by 6, and it has not only scenes, but it also has florals. So there's a boat scene, there's flowers, there's more scenes, patterns. Just beautiful, beautiful patterns and pictures to use. So, yeah, I've been using it quite a lot. You see all my little pieces left here. Oh, there's another scene. And that would be gorgeous also. And it works so well just for any type of card, whether you want a birthday card, a thinking of you card. This really is a fabulous paper. So, let me bring in the paper that we're using. This is the scene, and I have trimmed it already, but I'm going to use my paper trimmer to do a little bit more. So, it comes 6 by 6, and I've trimmed it down to 5 3/8. So, it's 5 3/8 inches tall, and then it's still 6 inches this way, and I'm going to cut in 2-inch panels. So basically it's to be cut in thirds. So there's 2 inches, and there is another 2 inches, and then I'm just going to keep these in that order when I make my card. So, and here is my card kit. This was a card that we made at my stamp club the other day, and this is a half sheet, so it's 5.5 by 8.5. I've scored it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4, just normal in half and then half again. Let me use my bone folder to crisp up those score lines. There we go. And so now it's like a normal card base, and we're going to fold back on that 2 1/8 score line and crisp that up. Okay, so now our card base is ready to go. We have our pieces in order, and then we're going to do the little bit of stamping that we have. So this is a piece of basic beige, and it's 2 inches by 5 3/8, same as the panels on our pattern paper. And here's early espresso. So this is a dark brown. I'm using my With Sympathy stamp from the Unbounded Love. I'm going to put this towards the top, and hopefully I can get it straight. And just give it a press. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And that is all the stamping. And now we're just going to assemble. And I'll put my, I got ink on my finger. Look at that. Okay. So what we can do is turn that over and give it another go. And I will try to keep my thumb out of the ink. So I think that's 2 days running that I have gotten ink on myself. Yesterday was blue ink. Today it's brown ink. And so center that towards the top. Give it a press. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I'm dipping my finger in my chamois off to the side. Hopefully get the ink off my thumb so we don't have that issue again. So I'm going to set that aside. Bring in my card base and my adhesive. Now, we should have kept this, I should have kept this in order. So I think this is how it goes. Yep, looks perfect. So we can see that landscape, where it meets the sky, we're in order. So let's go from left to right and see this beautiful pattern on the back. I mean, this paper is just gorgeous. You're going to have a hard time deciding which side to display, the front or the back, and which pattern to use. And now I'm just centering it in that between the score line and the edge, and top and bottom. So we'll do the next couple. But I did want to remind you that Stampin' Up! Is having a join special. It goes to the end of this month, so you only have a few more days where you can pick $165 in product and pay just $99 plus shipping. No shipping. Shipping's free. You pay tax because you always got to pay the tax. You know, the government wants its money. So you get $165 worth of product for $99. Plus, they're going to give you business supplies if you're interested in being a demonstrator. But there is absolutely no obligation to do anything more than enjoy your order. And you're going to get a paper pumpkin kit. They're going to include that in your kit after you pick your 160. Oh, look at that. I'm talking and I put it on backwards. Jeezy Pete. Okay, let's give that another whirl. Yeah, here we go. I can get it in here. Maybe trying to do the top of this and get it centered right and left, top, bottom. I think that does it. Whew. Yeah. Okay, chatting away and not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm sure everybody else has been distracted and put things on upside down. I know I'm not the only one. And then this piece will sit between the score line and that piece of pattern paper. So just even that up. Perfect. And I'm going to do a quick catalog tour to show you where all those beautiful products are. And if you want to include that in your kit, hey, that's your prerogative. You can choose whatever you like, whatever $165 worth of product you would like. All right, so here is the annual catalog. Just started a few weeks ago, and the beautiful gallery suite is shown on page 52, and you can see all these great, they framed some of these patterns because they're so beautiful. Papers, just gorgeous. So it's good for home decor, great for making cards, beautiful cards. And then on page 55, you can see this paper takes up the middle page, and it's just gorgeous. It's the gallery beautiful gallery paper. And there's some embossing folder, these flower motif embellishments, and this beige ribbon. And I've been really doing a lot with this 3/8 beige ribbon. It says it's a classic ribbon. To me, it's kind of like linen. And then there are some coordinating stamps over here. And I have this Gallery Blooms, and it's just, I'm having so much fun with that. And there's also the beautiful motifs, and there's coordinating dies. So yeah, page 55 to find that beautiful paper. And then if we flip over to page 137, here's the basic beige cardstock. And if we go to the next page, on page 139, you can see the Mossy Meadow cardstock and the early espresso ink. That was the quick catalog tour. Here's my 2 cards featuring the Unbounded Love. So the Unbounded Love was with sympathy. This Sending Heartfelt Sympathy, that's from the Loveliest Tree stamp set. So you can put a variety of greetings in here. So thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll be notified when I go live next time with another fun project. And until next time, remember, stamping is fun. Bye.